Yeah. What's popping, y'all? What's happening? It's your man Marq Nash. We back here with another great episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else I can squeeze into those letters. Hey man, this is gonna be a quick one, man. I just wanted to touch on this one real quick. We got 3 Polk County deputies out in Florida charged with felonies related to evidence tampering. All right, now y'all already know God is good and God is great. But seeing crooked cops going to jail always puts a smile on my face. Let me talk about it. But this video kind of too, I want to talk about how stupid these guys are. All right, so this, but also I want to commend this sheriff right here, Sheriff Grady Judd. Now, Grady Judd, when he found out about this, not only did he drop all the charges against the suspect, he had these officers or former officers now, because they did resign. They didn't have to go through the whole termination process. They did resign. He dropped the charges. He said he's going to recommend to the DA that they, no matter what kind of plea they offer, he wants them to do some kind of jail time. And but for more on that, let's go straight to Sheriff Judd Grady himself. This clip is courtesy of ABC.
I'm going to request, when I have a conversation with our state attorney, that if there's any negotiated pleas, it all requires them to spend some period of time in jail. In Polk County vernacular, I'm pissed. They know it. I want the community to know it.
All right, so look, let me tell y'all what was going on here. All right, so you have John Raczynski. He's been on the force for about 3.5 years. Jamal Lawson, Garretts Cook was Jamal Lawson was on the force for about 5.5 years. Cook was on the force for about 3.5 years as well. Now, Cook and Lawson used to be on the SWAT team. Now they got these guys in the area that's a high drug area. They're supposed to be helping bring the crime down. Now they stop a suspect, a young lady, for running a red light. During the process of running the red light, they smell an odor of marijuana. Ask, can you search the car? She says no. What happened next was, they bring the dog out. The dog searched the car, found some weed and some Xans in the trunk, right? Now, when they search her person, they find, now John Raczynski made the initial stop. He was backed up by Lawson and Cook. So when they make the initial stop, they found some marijuana on her and $723, man. So this is around December the 21st. They have a day off. They come back on December the 23rd. Raczynski files the report, but the money is gone. Now, the defendant, her charges were eventually go from felony charges to misdemeanor. She goes to property, asking for her cell phone and her money back. It was a little under $730. She don't remember exactly, but hey, it's a little under $730. Raczynski, this guy, realizes what's going on the 23rd. So on the 23rd, they said, we're going to all just put some money in. March comes though, and the lady's charges are reduced. They had never put the money back. So her money isn't there. So the detective at the intake says, okay, let me do some checking out, see what's going on. Calls Raczynski. Raczynski calls the evidence room. And this dumb guy, once he gets off the phone, before he gets off the phone with the evidence clerk, he said, hey, call me on my cell phone, on your personal cell phone. He says, hey, was anybody around when you and I were talking? No. Okay, well, look, forget this conversation never happened. She's like, this don't sit too well with me. She goes immediately to her employer, as she should, right? Goes to the sergeant. Her sergeant calls Raczynski sergeant. Raczynski sergeant calls him in and says, hey, don't worry about it. Raczynski says, hey, Sarge, don't worry about it. I'm fixing it right now. It's a supplemental report. And he's probably thinking, hold up. But you told this lady don't talk about it. Don't act like nothing happened. This case was December the 21st. This case is now settled, dismissed, or whatever. It's been reduced. This person is doing whatever. They there to pick up their belongings from when they got arrested. And their money is missing. No, stop everything you're doing. We about to do an investigation. No supplement report. Stop everything. So they ended up being charged. This happened. The investigation started last Monday on the 15th when she asked about the stuff. They started investigation on the 16th, which was and now this Monday, which was yesterday, these guys are arrested. They're charged. Raczynski has been charged with conspiracy to commit tampering with evidence, official misconduct, tampering with or fabricating with evidence, forgery as well, right? Lawson was charged with conspiracy to commit tampering with evidence, official misconduct, tampering or fabricating evidence. Cook, who said he didn't touch the money at all, but they all agreed we all counted it on the 21st. Lawson is saying Raczynski got it. Raczynski saying no, you took it home. Cook saying no, I never even touched the money. You know, but we all was there witnessing the counting. It was so. If nothing else, the sheriff said they're guilty of the cover-up. Now, the funny part about this, if you can find anything funny about this, the good thing, before we get to the funny part, the good thing about this, the sheriff said not only are they dropping the charges because he can't vouch for these guys, they're going to reopen all their cases where things were seized and check that out. He said, we dropping the charges because we can't vouch for it. If they got open cases, it's up to the district attorney and the state attorneys if they want to still use them as, you know, witnesses on the open cases as well. But yeah, man, it looks look like they are going to face some time. Like he said, he definitely wants to make sure, set an example. He says when he hires people, he always say, hey, if you work at a fast food restaurant and they catch you sliding pizzas out the back door to your friends, they terminate your employment and run you off. But there's a difference. If we find you violating a law at the sheriff's office, we terminate your employment and we lock you up in county jail. And that's what he did. He said if we go through these cases, if we find out they committed any other crimes, we're going back to their house and we're going to lock them up and we're going to charge them again. All right. So the last thing I want to say about this before we get out of here, I thought this was pretty interesting. Now, Jamal was trying to fix this, right? So once things start heating up last Monday, because people calling him in because he's on that arrest thing too as an assistant officer. Jamal uses his Apple Pay to send John $500. That's part of why he's being charged too. Nobody ever went to their supervisor and said, hey, something is, we lost the money. They all just kept trying to cover it up. And that's where the crime comes in. But it was $723 in small bills. That's why they thought it was drug money. And, she was charged with some felonies, so I'm sure they probably thought they was getting over. Keep in mind, it's the 21st. The money gets missing. They take a day off. The 23rd is no money. Right before Christmas. Come on, man. These guys are underpaid, but hey, you get what you pay for too. That's why we got crooked cops out here. So Jamal has sent the Apple Pay money to John. John has the Apple Pay money, but can't put the money back in evidence because at this point it's inappropriate. The case is done pretty much. You can't go in there and then put the money back in evidence and write this report from December to March. So Jamal is out of $500. Now, when asked about this, Sheriff Judd had a funny take on this. I want y'all to hear it for yourself. Let's go.
So Jamal is out $500 more that Raczynski has in his account. But we'll let them deal with that. We're dealing with the criminal part. I don't know, maybe Jamal will want to come back and file a theft charge on him later if he doesn't get his $500 back. We'll take the report. We'll file another charge.
Yo, shout out to Sheriff Judd, man. That was funny right there. Got a little personality to himself. I hope he keeps this going. He says, hey man, we always make an arrest, and I could have just did this privately. He said, but no, we want to have full transparency. Everybody did right by this suspect. He said he's gonna make sure she gets her money back. They're gonna give her their money back from the sheriff's department, and they're gonna go after them to get their money back that they had to pay to her. Also, the legal fees for charging her and everything, because now they got to drop the case because of misconduct. They're gonna go after that too. So that's all I got for this one. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of this this story, and leave me a comment what y'all thought of Sheriff Judd and what's going on down there in Florida with these crooked cops, man. It's your boy Marq Nash, been another one breaking the beats. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.